This is where I wish I had a 10-foot strap. So if you're on the yoga block, you know, long and skinny, I won't want the strap to the front of the yoga block because it'll pull it off. So I'm going to stand on both feet, and then what we're going to do is pull the strap so that the other leg comes off the ground. I'm not straightening this leg. I'm just pulling the strap so the other leg comes off the ground. Pull the strap so the other leg comes off the ground. Now, I'd like to put less pull into the strap. Once my brain recognizes, oh, I can stay folded, put pressure down, and my other leg is free to go. Some of us might need to think of a little roll in of the heel. Again, that like Q angle or S angle. It's like from the outside of the hip, it's down and in. So that we're not doing this as we weight that leg. If anything, think of the heel and knee almost coming in more. Okay, good. One more. Stuff is going to be lit up in that leg. Yeah? Okay. Leave the strap there and handy. Get a heavy-ish weight. So we're going to do the same thing, but this time the weight is what sets us on that leg. Okay, if this is your down leg, don't be afraid to think about sitting back into that hip. Sit back into that hip. Sit back into that hip. Okay, so again, we'll feel like, that leg compresses and sets up. Some of us might need to have a sense of the in and down of the heel to really load us on that leg. Okay, so either the strap or the weight is what you're going to use. Whichever one gets you the better system signal to be like, oh yeah, I'm on that leg. Okay? And then as time goes on, we won't need the strap or we won't need the weight in order to create that signal that lets us stay really secure in a stance leg. Does that make sense? But for right now, we're using the strap. Beautiful, Margaret. We're using the strap, we're using the weight to get us that signal because we're so used to taking this leg off the ground by going like that. By going like that. Go ahead and do it. Feel how there's not really any muscle activity? There's not like force transmission the same way that happens, that if I fold and hold, I'm like, okay? So on the other side, try it again with the strap. So now this time this is my up leg. So what you might find on your up leg is when that other leg comes off, it comes off and goes behind you rather than in front. It goes behind you and then comes forward, possibly. It goes behind and then goes forward. It goes across and behind and then goes forward. So that we can really set up on that up leg. You'll notice that the hip on the upside doesn't want to go back like it does on the down. Okay? And that your upper body possibly like hinges forward a little bit more, whereas on the down leg, we tend to stay more squatted. So the torso on the up leg might pitch forward more when you get on that stance. Okay, so feel how that is with the strap, and then try it out with the weight. So we're here. And again, play with the weight, because each of us will be orientated towards one hip or the other with our pelvis. And so we won't all benefit from the same weight position. Some of us might need it in both hands. Some of us might need it more in one. See, I can't do this side because I'm already rotated. I'm orientated to the right. So it works better for me here because then I can work off of it. Okay? So use that weight. Okay, so now whichever one got you the best signal on whichever side, that's the one you're going to use. Okay, so you can stay with exactly what we were just doing, or we're going to add on to it. So the add-on is I set that leg and I'm on it, but then I'm going to cycle the other leg around. The other leg, I want you to play with, when it cycles around, think heel to anus, but heel to anus isn't going to be like that. Because of our Q angle, our thighs will still want to stay closer together, but play with heel to behind the anus, heel to the anus or under the anus, and heel pulls through in front of the anus. And on your cycle leg, there will be a clear winner. Okay? So we set that leg, then I let go of the strap. If you've got the weight, I keep the weight, which I'll probably use the weight on the other leg. But I set it, cycle. And then ideally cycle that first leg again too. Cycle, cycle. Okay, and then switch to the other leg. And if you think your heel, the cycling leg, has gone to your anus, I want you to, at the point where it feels like that's as high as it'll go, pull it a little more. Okay? At that point where it's like, yeah, that's as much as it's going to go, pull it a little more.